This is the Oregon Lumber Company, Class C Shay, here at the Hesston Steam Museum. I'm Darren, and this is the Industrial Revolution. Did a separate video on this locomotive, and a lot of people liked it, but a lot of people also said, hey, can you get a close-up of the actual mechanism while it's running? And it's hard to do while it's running, but I got the second best thing for you. And I got to ride along right up in the front seat of the car with my camera right down on the gear. Here it is.
Good afternoon.
Three vertical pistons drive the drive shaft, which runs the full length of both the locomotive and the tender. That lets every single wheel help to drive the locomotive. That drive shaft, though, has to be able to flex. It does that with the help of two types of joint. The flat, vertical discs are called universal joints. These allow the drive shaft to bend in any direction at that point to match the curves. There's two of those between every set of wheels.
As you pass through the field, the clear line on your left marks the EMS rotation. We will get much closer. And after the woods ahead.
Between those pairs of universal joints is what's called a prismatic joint. It's just a big, square, hollow tube with a smaller square bar that slides into it. That lets the actual length of the drive shaft vary as the wheels turn. And of course the wheels themselves. Instead of mounting directly to the frame, the wheels are mounted on trucks or bogies, which are free to turn just like they do on railroad cars. With gears from the drive shaft powering every axle, you get a lot of power. With each set of wheels able to rotate independently of each other and independently of the locomotive frame itself, you get the flexibility to handle really sharp turns.
This is higher than your normal footway that you would see on the mainline today. Because on normal mainline tracks, it's only 3 feet. This is higher. And our locomotive should be able to pass up this. Well, we do have about harnesses if we cannot make it up. So we can put all the children on it and we can have fun for us. We can go out and do it.
Let's zoom in and slow that down a little bit so we can see it better. Of course, one of the great things about the Hesston Steam Museum, in addition to all the great volunteers here, they have a lot of steam engines running. Here's their 1911 HK Porter No. 2 and the 1939 Challenger from the former Kittyland amusement park. Notice the dual gauge track. The Shay here and the HK Porter we just saw are both running on the outer 3-foot track. The little green CKD locomotive we saw as we left the station, that one runs on 2-foot gauge track, but the dual gauge lets them both run on the same line.
And that is made where you can have an entire
As we pull back into the station, be sure to check out the full video on this locomotive and also my video on what makes a Shay locomotive special and how it works. Both are linked in the description.
That's a view of the Shay here that you don't get very often. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Look forward to seeing you next week. Hey, before you go, I do need your help to keep this channel growing. The easiest thing you can do is just like or subscribe to the video. That tells YouTube, hey, this channel is worth watching. It'll show it to more people. Other thing you can do, completely free, is just leave a comment. More than 2 or 3 words is all it takes, and that counts as YouTube interaction. That's the strongest signal you can send to YouTube to recommend a channel to other people. Beyond that, if you can help out, this channel is actually fairly expensive to run. I usually drive an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours each way to get to these sites. So it can get pretty expensive. If you can help out with that, I have a Patreon page over at patreon.com/industrialrevolution. There's monthly memberships over there, or if you're interested in just a one-time contribution to help out, just hit the super thanks button on this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one.